We got Rushley and MC on the buttons, Scrawny and Launders on the mics, and Bit in the middle of the hit with Electronic on the other side. He's just waiting. Pops off, buys time, Berettas find their target, but the bomb's still planted. Only moments faster. And that bomb could have been thrown out into the open. Ooh. Electronic gonna keep this clean, and his teammates are already starting to dogpile forward. It's a nice clean shot from Buster through the edge of the smoke, but now we've got a player on the defuse. They're body blocking, and that Glock is drying up. We've got bullets going every which way. It's a shootout. A good old-fashioned rock'em sock'em donut smoke spam. And NAVI come out on top. So maybe. Time will tell. Time for a bye. Cloud9 dodged the majority of the util damage in mid, but guess what? Electronic off the A site. Him and Bit taking individual duels from middle. And with it, a 5v3. Nice.
Very clean.
Yes. Sharp as hell. NAVI shows a little skin inside a cave, and there's 3 NAVI players ready to go on this side of the map. Middle, the most open point. But then what?
We already have makings of a great match here from Electronic. So many duels he's taken without support and won.
Here comes the exec. Try to keep it simple. It's going to leave Perfecto ahead of it. Nice flash out of NPL. Sets his teammate up perfectly. And it's going to be the double from Perfecto, dude.
Uh-oh.
Exile just got stuffed. And we're talking about the rifle god of Cloud9. NAVI comes out cave a little late, looking for something of a test through either of these smokes, but he's not even going to see anybody. There's a molly out from Hobbit that'll find Electronic. But you force him into the fight, you give a chance for him to take your head off. Not gonna happen this time. NPL in the corner can only manage the one frag. It's Shiro with the trade, and it's Cloud9 with a much welcomed man advantage. Inching ever closer to the B site, Simple concerned with mid. Dropping the util, as there is still a couple pieces left. Frag grenade and a flash from Bit. But he's still all the way over at that A site and not moving. So Simple's going to take an angle here. Both CTs playing long. Molly comes deep off of the ramp. That'll keep Simple busy. Perfecto decides to push up short. 2 kills. And then the trade comes back from Shiro. Simple just going to be wary of the walk-up, but he himself decides to take the initiative, and he misses a shot. Deagle's out, and Hobbit applying pressure. Simple knows what he needs. Oh. That shot into Shiro, necessary to stop bomb and to give himself a chance, but instead, folks, Cloud9 find their first. Good to know NAVI have shown up. Good to know Bit can keep things fresh. Into A main. Axile hoping to get more success like the last round. Instead, first man down. 4 and 10, 12 rounds deep.
That's a pretty big shutdown. Cloud9 play with so much poise. As soon as they choose to release the tension, you know it's like when they feel like they have a great chance. But
they themselves are convinced, and convincing could have been NAVI getting the better of NPL on the FAMAS. Oh, again, he's going to get found. NPL through the wood wall last round, through the smoke and cave this time. It's again an X-Factor moment here for Cloud9. They very quickly disperse back towards middle. We're going to get Bit tested. It's not Axile hiding in sight. It's Bit. Oh, just missing a chance to stop that donut lurk, but he himself gets out, or could have. Still an option. He doesn't realize, man, he's on the doorstep of death, and it could be coming from either doorway. He just leans back. He can feel it, and now they're also carving out information towards mid, so fast on flank here. Shiro, 17 health, turns that op around, gets a second kill, and it's gonna have to be him and Buster in a 2 versus 4 that's already been made even. Perfecto's pressure through smoke, not on the mark, and Buster cautious of that donut flank, because you never know who else is mid, but in reality, they're both CT, waiting, and it's a combat op out of Shiro versus Perfecto, who has been sharp. but this is going to need to be clean. And sure enough, headshot in an instant, right back by Buster. A great chance for him to clutch versus Simple. Taps it and waits for the peak, which doesn't come a second time around. And this is down to the stick. Oh, but Buster busts them. What?
And that turns one of the 3 players back, and that's just enough to loosen that jar lid.
Ooh, Shiro sharp. Man's been swinging with the AK. Perfecto trying to keep up with Electronic, only a single kill behind him. But also only 15 points of health from death. That's going to leave an MP9, 2 MP9s, and a Deagle for NAVI. But I said Deagle like it's not in the hands of Simple. So we'll hold our breath for a moment as again we get C9, 2 players outside of the B doors with a little expedition from Axile towards A main. That's really what he got this half started with for more or less success. We've seen some well-timed dry peeks into the bomb site, peels Navi's players off of it. But check out this Navi creep. Perfecto going back and forth. Doesn't want to leave a gap for middle, but he had an inkling as to that A site coming in. No.
No, don't take any gifts. Okay.
But if he went over there, Simple's trying to... Oh! MP9! Bit senses the presence. Peeks out at the perfect moment. And Hobbit, well, he's got Simple burned back into the CT spawn. A couple of players, in fact, over there. And right now we've got Buster sprinting through this B site, trying to get back into the action when in reality, this one's already over. They turn and watch flank, but now the last 2 CTs just hide. Cloud9 hitting a bit of a hiccup, getting their feet caught on the hurdle. It's still an excellent recovery of a half, but just looked like Navi had the better of them. But then things turned around a bit. Simple gonna catch a trade here in the second pistol. Smoke still towards Red Room, gives them a chance, but now that it fades, yeah, I'd be cautious too.
Yeah, I kind of feel like they're reposturing to peek in the middle again. So we'll see if Navi let them have it. Starting to run back over towards the B site. No one inside of Cave at the moment. And of course, A is the more retakeable site, and I think that's why Navi were comfortable setting up like that in the first half. Honestly, they're actually both pretty retakeable. It just kind of depends what you've got to work with. Right now, Buster here, smoking the kit.
Nothing, man. Nobody inside of the caves. Nobody peeked down the ramp. CT's, oh, it's clean out of Axile.
He's got 7 kills, but they've all been nice.
Right? Could be a good sign of things to come. Catches the players jumping to the backside. Navi gonna go ahead and take their plant. Can they get off site? Yes. NPL slides back into caves. Electronic's gonna stick around behind pillar. And if Hobbit just buys his time, plays this one late.
I think he waits for the trades to come down on the site to turn that cave player back around.
Makes a lot of sense.
Goes towards the T side.
And PL, though, catches the free headshot. Now they've got eyes on Kid. Perfecto's dead. Axile, clean with it. Coming in big. Hobbit's lurk starts to work forward. Missed shots.
Oh my God.
Ooh, that could have gotten sketchy. But he'll have a kit and get back on that bomb, so all good, Cloud9. Here he goes. Util over the top. Remember, NPL Mac 10. Electronic right there with him. Hobbit has extended down to the bottom of middle now. Could start to screw with the players on lane, but instead he's just going to stay tucked in case this doubles back. Got a comparable to that pistol. Nafany slides out, drops bomb. Trade frag again efficient, and that's enough to turn attention back towards lane. So now Hobbit's not able to get into cave. He's got to wait, he's got to fight, and they take it to him. Electronic down to 4 HP as they just smash him back off that mid play, and it's going to keep Cloud9 relegated to the back lane of this B site. If you want to chance your retake, you've got problems. If you want to save your guns, you've got problems.
It was the fluid communication that won Navi those early rounds to start off this game. And now look at Electronic on the other side of the map somehow. Going from Mac 10 to M4. And Shiro looking for frags, and he'll get at least one, but still 3 alive here as this round ends. And
Cave pressure, NAVI once again, nice. Catches the headshot to Perfecto, does a ton of damage on Electronic, and finds him with the homing missile.
I think it ricochets off the wall for the perfect bounce.
Boost on the smoke though, 2 T's inside, and Hobbit just pulls back. So 2 rounds, 25th to 26th, starts off with NAVI drop kicking any type of lane play from Navi, back to the dirt, back to simple.
Got a direct correlation between winning mid and losing it. Oh, their odds. That flash, how did that even...
That was weird.
Beautiful pop. I think it hit off the wall, and then the X-ray didn't show us exactly where it popped, but...
Just got around.
That's a real pop flash, you know. Your teammates in face it, throw one, bounce off 6 walls, and they call it a pop flash.
Draws the op in. Axile full white. Hobbit's gonna go for the top mid peak. Just sees the gun barrel leaving, so they can't end it just yet. Looks like Navi are gonna transition into a save. This is C9 with an 11th. NAVI trying his absolute best to run down mid and to shut off this T side.
Yeah, and I think he needs to. And we're just seeing such better rifling play on the CT side here from NAVI and from Axile in particular. Buster has kind of yet to activate. He'll be playing the B site, but I think it's middle. It's all about middle right now.
Cost effective. So they're gonna go ahead and clear out Navi.
Buster, low kills right now.
Tough stuff. Oh, finds NPL. Perfecto right back, but dropped by Shiro.
Now Bit walks.
And what does he find as he does such? Shiro wastes no time.
Oh, he got by him.
By the boxes.
He found the timing.
Did Shiro get a glimpse of it? Because
he's coming to clear. He's coming to clear it.
Yeah, all right. And Bit more concerned with the CT, but a sliver of Shiro backs up. That was a game of millimeters and milliseconds. And with 35 on the clock now, it's got to be NAVI. Stops bomb. Big kill versus simple. Electronic comes in from short, and NAVI doubles that back around. Just when you thought that Bit had managed to get the best of Cloud9, well, here comes NAVI in with another chance. Yes, sir. All 3 from the back of long to keep this comeback going. But another fresh smoke just goes down. Hobbit can't get the clean kill, but at least he knows the second's there, and Simple decides not to overchase. They've scared him back.
It's an interesting person to put in this position. You know, he's more comfortable. Oh, he's taking an initiative. NAVI goes to focus for him. Oh, he wins. He loses the duel. Electronic wins cave, and they immediately organize.
Oh, but dude, I thought Electronic jumped the gun there, just starting to spam through smoke. When he comes around the side of it, NAVI's ready. But the Tech-9 finds its headshot.
And the thing is, even though they leave middle, they know, Cloud9 know that someone was here.
Okay. Good recovery here from Shiro. Juggle those guns out.
I swear Cloud9 need to re-clear mid. There's pistols coming into the B site right now. They're leaving.
You've got Util to throw down in front. Shiro, hands busy. That's a low HP Electronic on the cross. Whoa. Oh my! With such little health, he's just taking things into his own hands, and Buster's feet burn forward. So 4v2. An excellent attempt out of Cloud9, but just as they get to the final 2 in regulation, they're going to have to lean on 100 health of Axile and 26 to Hobbit. A flash here for Perfecto, Kevlar across the board, and the T's who just sit back and wait, they lurk, and they know what has presented itself to them. Electronic with a killer Tech-9 drops 2 players inside sight, and Navi make the most of it. Anubis. Ancient.
No kill, though.
Here comes the commitment. Util flooding the bomb site. Cloud9, what's the retake protocol?
It's a heroic setup.
We're going to run it up Banana. 4 players gunning for Banana. Simple here. P250 armored to stop them. Teammate sets up the bait, and... Okay. Electronic just decides these are all mine. Oh my god, the fadeaway!
Yeah.
The one-man stoppage, top Banana, and go ahead, brother, get your ace. Glock queued up, denied by Hobbit. Bit let him have his shot. Navi leaving him a gift.
I think it's, honestly, I think these days, with full banana control, it's hard to argue against just simply going B with it. Oh, smoke comes in, it'll shy them back. They weren't expecting this one.
Yeah, that's not a comfortable
spot. You can
spot.
quickly run out of time to split CT, which they were looking to try to do. Bomb comes back to A.
Just to
no,
it's
just a prank. Yeah, they are going to go for the B site hit.
All right.
Are they still kind of split? I mean,
Smack 10. Ooh, good first one. Shiro caught the Deagle kill over towards B. Just one simple Deagle shot straight to the head of Simple.
Are they going to go back? They molly themselves out of attacking this side of the map for a second.
Maybe that's the protocol, yeah. But Hobbit feels the squeeze. It's still super sketchy. Buster slides into the bomb site.
Seconds.
Yeah, and then they just killed the long play, so Bit has to get this player off the site, the flying MP7, but then Axile comes out. Oh, Bit! Jesus. What is this?
As high as you possibly could be.
What is that? Something that I was a little, worried about, because obviously we could talk about Cloud9's strengths and weaknesses, but one thing we didn't know is how do they integrate a new player? What's that going to look like? How quickly does it take them? Some teams do it better than others. May have to revisit that depending on how this one continues to go, but for now it's Navi.
This is a very good move from Cloud9. Kind of the right antidote, and it opens Shiro up to a kill, finally. Pressure, 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 and then a mistake here from the T side. NPL will speed up actually through all. That's a deep smoke, but he can't get in front of it.
Opts not to press the issue.
And I think the finish line becomes just a little clearer here for Cloud9. They get Shiro in a very good spot. Rifle support behind him. Exactly what they were looking for. And, okay, so here's the opposite side flash for Buster's position. We saw Buster handle the situation really well by himself already in the past. But Navi win back space. Oh, and they smoke Shiro out. It's not an arch smoke.
Oh, it's just pressed against it.
Oh, God.
Now here they come. Oh!
Oh, it looked like he was going to figure that out.
Had a second to recover the op. Perfecto, nice clean kill to Nafany. Axile just bombarded by nades. He was integral to stopping that bomb plant. Back in the round that they won with the Force, but this time just can't do it. I thought maybe he was going to squeeze along the wall. Maybe he was going to be able to stop them, but the pressure too much, at least to prevent the bomb plant. Now it's the 2v2 retake inbound. Simple posts up, slides back, and Perfecto just playing it tucked inside of the pit. Perfecto starting to get a little curious. What? Clean kill out of Buster. He must have just snapped that over the top of the box, but here comes Perfecto 1v2. Hobbit taps it once, a jump spot that gives Perfecto all the time he needs, all he needs to know. Because unfortunately for Hobbit, despite getting the kill, the time is just not there.
And it's actually, is this Buster?
Yes, it is.
Ooh, Buster here.
Let's see the test. Good damage versus Bit. Oh, Nate bounces back. Still at least takes off Bit's head.
Yeah, but no pick control. Shiro, can he get into this?
First player slides down, gets away from the op shot. Pressure out of middle could be Shiro's demise. Instead, pins Perfecto to the side of that wall.
Look who it is.
Rinse and repeat. We go again.
Oh, interesting. A fresh smoke on lane. Moto will come up.
Last time it was two members of Cloud9 up from short, and then Buster trying to push it past Moto. Looking similar. Time getting close to the halfway point. They're not going to go for any pit control. Electronic has changed positions here into the graveyard. And now we're going to get those two players walking up. It's a pop-up. It's good damage, but still they press. And then Simple cuts down the first. There's no Moto play. Electronic off the side. And again, time decides. Shiro just stuck in the saves.
Yeah. As soon as Shiro takes a shot, Electronic goes for a second really late peek there from graveyard. And now in a 3v3, a real test of intellect, individual decision-making. Navi have picked the battleground. Can Cloud9 respond? Playing Arch.
Nafany clean on the first one. Knows they're coming for him.
bomb gets dropped for a second.
Efficient trading. Now simply kill Axile.
Oh.
Seems easier said than done.
Did he get spotted?
Now they know. He stops that bomb and pushes Bit into the clutch. Picks it back up, plants before the second CT can get into position. That's Shiro sprinting up mid. And Bit's gonna lay down a smoke. Creates a bit of ambiguity as to where he can get off to.
It's a low smoke.
Yeah, he's gonna play inside of it. He's gonna try to inch his way to the left side, down beneath them! What? Of course! We get the Bit stare down into the wall. Electronics here to support. Perfecto's got the util. If Cloud9 think this banana peak is gonna come for free, it shouldn't. First frag, however, easily Exiles.
That's a nice move out of there, actually. With that flash, no overcommitment, but still, top banana one here for Cloud9.
Utility laid down, and
yeah, they're not
going to double back.
No kit here for the CT side, so really hoping that the game ends back towards the A site. Cloud9, however, ready to just re-exec on a B.
Smokes over the top. Perfecto, unless Lady Luck blesses that USP, which she won't. We're going to get a Cloud9 post plant.
Yeah, this will be more than difficult. They already used their utility. They're really hoping that would influence the rotations. And again, with the 3B setup to start things off, they were hoping to shut it down instead of have to retake. But they'll run into this.
Yeah, and listen, I think that a confident Navi is a scary Navi for their opponents. Simple, not going to get those Berettas going. And Buster, good chance to reclaim what's been some lost blood across that first half. Bit, 2 kills, 1 HP left over. Just going to slide back here as he knows his time is limited. Him and Perfecto just wanting to save a Bit. I can't believe he gets another. I mean, the kid is on one, and I think that we saw rumblings of his success still just last week.
Yeah.
Simple, real quick.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Well, was barely looking at him. 5v4, and with all the utility, you think this is a full-on rifle round, but it is just that one FAMAS goes over to the high HP player Bit.
Now the 5-7s and Deagle can still do the work.
There's still a smoke left on the B site. Cloud9, it's hard to be aware of how many, smokes are available in a round like this. Oh no, Simple, he's not done yet. Oh, we talked about a Simple from last week not rotating a lot. Well,
right?
Yeah, 2 different shots in 2 different parts of the map before the minute mark here.
His gameplay just felt tired,
That's a good way to put it, yeah.
Didn't feel sharp. And so to have him back, getting aggressive into the apartments, to have him laughing side by side with Bit, it's just an excellent experience if you're cheering for Navi. If you're on that Cloud9 camp, well, there's still a chance in this one. Clean shots out of Shiro's. Galil will put that bomb down, and the CTs, it's a long sprint to this bomb site. So Shiro picks up all the slack that Simple had created. And while Bustard's pinned into the corner, it should be free. Peeks out, gets both, nice and easy. Little 2vX recovery coming in from Cloud9. Simple stays tucked. Here comes the pop. Flashes. Good enough. Bit tucked in. Heard the player cross. FAMAS stops bomb. Oh, and it doesn't fall down into the pit. It's going to be real awkward to grab that back, especially with your AK player just stuck here in Little Pit. Bit's going to take his head clean off. Swaps out to the USP, just buys time with the flashbangs. He feels he's under pressure, and that is the case. We've got NAVI up and above. Pulls the trigger down on Simple, swaps out to that Tech9, and now it's all about where the hell is Electronic. Still, of course, over towards Smoke, slides back towards Moto.
Oh, and Simple has full view of, Electronic has full view of the balcony. NAVI walking out, easy frag for him. NAVI goes down, a nice attempt from him.
If only. Because at this point, it's much needed. Simple, his 16th onto Shiro. The hopes of Cloud9 on Inferno in the hands of Shiro at the start of this round. Now it's going to have to be the unarmored pistols to reclaim it. Man, what a marked improvement from NAVI. Poor Buster loses his arms. Oof, man, it's just pistol kills, but give them to me. Every day that Simple's on this form is another good day of Counter-Strike. Go ahead. I'm so sorry, Nafany, but it has to be this way.
Okay. Cloud9 will probably take it here. A lot of grenades left over here for Na'Vi.
Oh, speaking of which. First frag finds its home. Simple flashed off the angle, but that's fine. He's got two teammates with him. Saw some skin deep down in Banana. And Electronics just going to put the smoke now. Just completely stifles Cloud9's approach into this B site. One of the last few chances that they're going to have in this series to do anything at all, and it gets completely shut out. Singular point of HP for Buster, the new piece of Cloud9, who has suddenly found himself battered and bruised in a head-to-head that tends to always come up Na'Vi.